Hi folks, how you doing? Welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to talk about how I got into making videos, what started it all off and what ended up with me spending a whole ton of money and a whole bunch of time trying to find out how to make this stuff work. I think the first flight I recorded was getting towards the end of my training. I previously bought a GoPro, a Hero 4, and that's how you attach them in the plane to the windows and stuff, inside, not outside. It wasn't long until I thought, well, I've got one camera, maybe I should have another one. The other camera would point out over the wing, so I'd get some scenic views as well. So I'd be able to record out the window, over the wing, and into the horizon. Then got into joining the two together. One of the problems I had was trying to get the audio into the camera. So I managed to figure that out with a lead that you can take from the audio in the aircraft and plug that in through USB, a kind of just adapter cable, into the GoPro Hero 4. It then wasn't long until I thought, well, I've got the one that looks at the instrument and I've got another camera that looks out over the wing. I need a camera to point at me. And along came a Hero 6, I think it was. After a while, I thought, well, I've got one camera recording the instruments. I've got one looking out over the wing, as we know, and I've got one looking at me. Why don't we have another one that points out the front? It wasn't long before I was recording 4 different lots of footage on maybe a 1-hour flight, all at 1080p. If you've ever ended up with 4 hours worth of footage that you've got to sync up, because when you cut between them, it all has to make sense. And I started to use Premiere Pro to do that. It all seemed to be coming together. I'd now mastered the recording the video and what frame rates were and that kind of stuff for GoPros anyway, at least. And I was kind of sort of progressing a little bit in what I wanted to film and those sorts of things. And I got the sound right.
Golf Hotel Alpha Bravo 2 ready for departure.
So I kind of learned a bit about how to join all those together when I was doing that. So that's how I basically got into doing filming and those sorts of things. It was mainly through using a GoPro. I guess more recently, I experienced one of the things that I started to learn to fly for, and that is some of the things that you see from up there that you just can't see from down here. So I just want to play you a small clip. Have a look and see what you think. It was just magical to capture that. I think the mixture of the music and the words that I put on top of it and the scenery from the footage really tells the story. I would love to do that video again, but with better footage sometime. But I'm really pleased. And I had a couple of people that watched it say that it made them feel quite emotional. So that's really how I got into making videos, through recording my flights and then learning how to edit. Yeah, hopefully you found that interesting, slightly different to some of the normal stuff, but it's always interesting, I think, how people get into this kind of stuff, and I think it's normally by accident unless you come out of film school or something like that. Let me know what you think, and let me know down below how you got into making videos and stuff as well. It's really interesting.